Good morning. Welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina and our fabulous guests who are here in our studio with us today. Tina, how you doing?
I love it. I love that you call it our studio. I feel like we're so, professional with our backlighting and our studio. And it's just our corner of our house.
It's the corner of our house, right? It's our little corner of the world that we are in. Hey, baby. Oh,
So this is day 11 on Angel's morning show birthday celebration. We are on a 12-day countdown, and this is day 11. Let me just tell you.
Coming in, I'm like, what are you doing, baby? I'm live. Like, why are you walking in?
Thank you so much, Jay. Jay is my little behind the scenes helper. He has been perfectly planning this. Like, I'm like, okay, right when I say this, you're going to give her this. Right when I do this.
You know what? He is not typically a
secret keeper.
He can't keep secrets from me. No.
Really?
Right. He usually, like, he has this look on his face that's like, like something's up that he's not telling me.
Listen, he's been keeping all of my secrets.
All of your secrets.
He's been keeping all my, well, it all has to do about you.
Here, will you open that? Oh, he left. Thank you. I know so this makes a little more sense. I was just saying to Tina, I got to go get more coffee. I've got to refill my coffee mug. And she's like, no, start this first. I'm like, I can't do this show without coffee. She's like,
I need my juice.
I need my juice box, right? And she's like, no, just start the show. I'm like, I need coffee. Oh, yay.
So we're on a 12-day countdown. This is day 11. Yesterday, she got a cute little wine juice box.
So I'm drink my wine with my straw. I love it.
You're gonna get really tipsy when you drink a wine. When you're drinking wine through a straw, you're gonna get really, really tipsy instead of sipping it.
I went to a party once. It was a book signing event, and they gave away those little bottles of champagne. Have you ever seen the little ones with straws in them? And we were walking around with sipping champagne out of straws, which actually doesn't work. It kind of like starts to, the carbon to flow out. So you're sipping it really fast. It was not good.
I like the little pink bottles of champagne.
Oh, well, you are a pink champagne girl. Whenever I see all that stuff behind you, it reminds me of champagne.
It does. Champagne. It's like so Moscato. Pink Moscato is my favorite.
Well, there's my little secret keeper back there.
Thank you, secret keeper.
He's so cute.
I'm impressed. Wait for the rest of the week, Mama.
I'm very impressed that you two are. Well, that he can keep a secret, keep a straight face with this whole thing. So
wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing that he can keep a secret?
Well, as long as the secrets are like bringing me presents, I'm all good. I like those kinds of presents. I like those kinds of secrets. My mom used to always try and surprise me that was her big thing. She loves to throw surprise parties, take you on a trip and surprise you. And I finally had to say to her, Mom, that's fun for you, but it's not fun for me because I know
trip thing would be a little bit overwhelming for me because I plan my outfits around what we're going to do. If we're going to be outside, I plan that. You can't wear 4 or 5 inch wedges when you're outside walking all day.
Planning is half of the, it's part of the fun. It's part of the trip. It's part of the excitement, I think, of whatever it is you're doing. The anticipation, right? You get excited about what you're going to wear and where you're going and who's going to be there and what you're going to see. Like the anticipation.
Listen, I already have some of my stuff packed for Myrtle Beach for next week.
Of course you do. I'm like,
oh, I can wear this and this with these earrings. So I put those over there. And I'm like, oh, I can wear this and this with this. And so I put it over there.
Okay, so Jeffrey, Michael, how far in advance for a trip do you pack?
They're like an hour.
I'll let Jeffrey go first on that one.
I'm a planner. I plan it out at least a week to 2 weeks early.
Oh, Jeff,
you do?
You're my
I'm
guy.
a planner. Everything I do is planned. When I met with a client once, I said, where are you going on vacation? Well, I have no idea because I don't plan. You're a planner. I'm not a planner. So they usually don't happen. But
So you're not the kind of guy who would walk up to the airport and say, "Okay, let's pick someplace. I've got a bag of, I've got my toothbrush. I got a pair
Where's
of
the
underwear."
next plane going? Give me a ticket to the
Yeah.
next.
No.
I couldn't do that either.
How about you, Michael? Are you a planner? Do you plan far in advance, or are you like the hour before packing?
No, not even close. How about not even the hour before? I grab my suitcase about 10 minutes before I got to get to the airport and throw things in it. Not a planner at all. Total opposite of Jeffrey. I don't understand that mindset.
He's like, I'm gonna go. I got what I need.
But okay, so
My attitude is if I don't have it, I'll buy it when I get there. And that's part of the fun for me is, oh, wow, I need something. Go to the store, go to the mall, go buy something.
So that's what I was going to ask you. Do you ever forget anything?
Well, no, that's part of the fun for me is knowing that I don't want to over plan my trip because I want to keep a little bit of mystery in the trip. I might want to buy a whole new outfit. I might want to buy a pair of shorts.
Oh yeah, me and Andrew don't say that we don't buy new outfits while we're out.
but it's not forgetting, right? It's not forgetting. It's part of it's like, oh, I don't have that, right? I don't have this. So we're like,
Right.
That's part of the vacation. That's part of the trip.
Yeah.
I've had to buy things in an emergency where I have forgotten or didn't have and wasn't prepared. And I don't have the body type that can just go into the store and just typically find something very simple or quickly. I have to hunt for that. So it can be a little trickier to buy on the fly for me.
Yeah.
I've got little feet, big hips, little waist, and like it's like I'm on all spectrum.
Do not either. She's
But
like, I got
speaking
no
of,
feet, big hips. No, you do not.
so our clothing sponsor is Bliss by the Lake Boutique. And I am wearing this very feminine, beautiful wrap dress today that was sponsored by our clothing sponsor today. And I feel so feminine. I feel like the birthday girl. And
You feel like a little
today.
girl?
I do,
And
because I've been.
And it doesn't swirl?
It does swirl. It does swirl. You can't really tell. And my camera's not like far enough away for me to show it off. But maybe I'll take a picture. But I've been in yoga pants and leggings and t-shirts for 4 months. so wearing a dress and wearing dresses this week has been kind of a fun little treat for me. So
it is nice to dress up. I'm a dress up girl, obviously.
Okay, so sticking with our little packing theme, do you take obviously you don't overpack, Michael. You don't take a big suitcase or anything. You just grab a quick little bag, like you do carry on, and you're good to go.
That's it. Yeah. Small suitcase, backpack the most.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. My husband packs and travels like that. And so when we started traveling together, he doesn't like to wait for baggage claim. Like this is a thing for him. And so we need to have a carry-on. And that means Angel's got to fit all of her stuff like in this bag. So I had to get really clever about packing and not overpacking.
Maybe for one day.
And we actually got pretty good at it. I don't know. But it's one of those things that you lose, like you get out of practice. And I am so worried that when I get back out to traveling, I'm going to need like 17 suitcases because I will forget. Because you always, like, if you're not in a habit, you're like, oh, I might need this and I might need this. And you start to overpack and overthrow stuff in. But when you do it regularly, you realize, you know what, I can live without that. I'll be fine. I'll be good. I can live minimally. But I'm really concerned that I'm going to be a very heavy packer on my first trip out.
I'm always a heavy packer.
Jeffrey, are you a heavy packer?
7 or 8 pairs of shoes, morning and nighttime outfits.
Well, not when you travel.
Yeah. I always bring more than I need. And I always have mysteries on the way because even though I have lists prepared, I keep all my lists from the last packing. And
So you make a list of the things that you're packing?
I do too. I love you, Jeffrey.
God, I love it.
just makes it so much easier the next time.
Which is why she wrote the book, list that
List
saved
that
my
saved my
life.
life. Yeah, I actually have a like packing list in here. And we have like when we leave, we have a little checklist of things that we need to do before we leave the house. And it has things on there like tip money, plane snacks, download my movie in case they don't have Wi-Fi on the phone on the
Right?
plane. Like it has all these,
Well, you need to send me that book. That would be a good, I'm a list person and I'm a to-do list person, but on my to-do list, so like the longer my page, the more to-do things I have on there because I have to fill up the whole
you have
page.
to fill the page.
And
Can't
then,
waste a page with only 7 things on there. I gotta fill
but
that
then
baby
at
up.
the end of the day, if I'm like already checking things off and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like a lot, I'll add the things, I'll add things that I did, like take a shower.
Take a shower, check. Brush my teeth, check. Drink a glass of water.
This is what I
Wait a
did.
minute. How about waking up? Check.
Oh, that's so funny. So, see, we need the Michaels in our life to keep us a little spontaneous and not so strict and stringent to
Right?
throw
Michael
caution
would
Yes,
to
be
we
the
like,
do.
wind.
"Yeah, let's go on a trip." And I'm like, wait, right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the most spontaneous trip you've ever been on, Michael?
Wow. New Orleans. Took a trip to New Orleans. A friend of mine's father's is pretty wealthy here in town, and they've got their own private jets. And within a half an hour, we were at a private hangar and heading down to New Orleans to go see a football game.
That's
That was
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally awesome.
Love that.
Okay, how about you, Jeffrey? What's the most spontaneous trip you've ever taken?
Well, I was in Phoenix with Bill Walsh, and I'm going out of the country 3 days from then. And Bill Walsh says to me, I need you to be in LA tomorrow. And I said to Bill,
Why don't all those kind of stories start with, I was with Bill Walsh?
I think all my spontaneous trips have Bill Walsh in the headline.
I was in LA spontaneously the next day, and it was a great experience. So I'm just happy I did it, but that's unusual for.
He is totally spontaneous. He'll have
Yes.
breakfast in Miami, lunch in Chicago, and dinner in LA. And he thinks nothing of hopping on an airplane. You are right, Jeffrey. All of my spontaneous last minute short term wasn't planning trips include the name Bill Walsh in
Right?
the title.
Yes.
I think my one and only spontaneous thing had Bill Walsh in it.
Well, he is spontaneous. It's contagious.
I'm sending you tomorrow to Las Vegas. You're gonna get on the 6 o'clock airline and it's like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like,
Right.
I just now got home from San Diego, like last night.
That's Bill Walsh.
Now, and for me being very planning ahead, I'm a list maker, right? I like to plan ahead, be very organized. My calendar's always full. Meeting him and meeting the power team, like totally shifted. I had to learn how to become very flexible and very spontaneous, and I liked it. Like I got a kick out of it because I was like, look at me, look
But
at me
listen,
go, look at
now
me being
you're
like
a
Michael.
rock star at your small little suitcases.
Well, you have to because you just don't know like where you're gonna land. Or I mean, I had many times where this is where I thought I was going, and instead we went someplace else and added another leg to the trip multiple times. And my very first time that ever happened was when I very first met Bill. I graduated from his platinum speaker program, and about a month later he calls me. I'd not traveled with him at this point, right? Though I'd had some interaction with him that was pretty spontaneous, but I didn't really know him very well. And he calls me and says, "What are you doing tomorrow? And can you get to Vegas?" And I was in Phoenix visiting my girlfriend. I needed to come back to Denver, and I should have known then.
I should have known then what my life was going to be
What
like.
it was going to be like. I had to borrow clothes, Tina, so I was not prepared. I had yoga clothes. I was not prepared. I had to borrow.
What did you do when you got to Vegas? Did you feel comfortable, like with everything that you had on, or were you like, because it's not?
No, because it was. They weren't mine, but it was my best friend. I borrowed them from my girlfriend, and I actually felt like a rock star. So like she has really cute clothes. She's got great taste in clothes. So yeah, I felt it was almost like playing a part, right? Like playing a role. I am because I'd not been. I was in radio, and so here I had somebody else's clothes. I had flown into Vegas. I
You're like in somebody else's life.
I was living somebody else's life. Like this was totally not me. And I'm hauling my little suitcase and I'm like, look at me. I'm a public
I'm a
speaker.
rock star.
Right. And I walk in and they introduced me and I was like, they all turned like it was like living somebody else's, it was like living somebody else's life for
You have to
sure.
pinch yourself.
Absolutely. That's where I met Warren. From Octonation was at that event.
Tell me that story.
So I told these folks this morning, my girlfriend Veronica was in La Jolla looking at the crabs all on the little piece of rock. And all of a sudden, and she has this live video, all of a sudden an octopus comes up and just snags a little crab like out of nowhere, out of nothing. And so I had her share it with Warren on Octonation, the world's largest online octopus fan club. And just last night, she's had over 3,000 views on her octopus video this morning. So if you love octopus and you're an octopus fan, you've got to be a part of Octonation.
No, Roar was on our show a couple of weeks ago, and he said, wasn't it octopi?
Oh, you know, I'm sure I said it wrong. I'm sure I said it wrong. I apologize. There's, yeah, octopodes. I don't know, right?
You spawned that off.
I know. I just make up words. I just make up words. But I'm like my own little Webster's dictionary.
You are. Angel nuggets. It's okay.
I heard the word irregardless just got into
Irregardless?
got into the dictionary. It's not a word. It's not a word. But apparently it just got accepted into Webster's. Either that or it's a hoax and I saw it on Facebook. And you know, you can't believe anything you read on Facebook anymore. All right, well, let's get to know our guests now that we know a little bit about their spontaneity.
Right.
When it
We have
comes
two
to
men on our show today.
I know.
It's a very rare occasion that we have both of our guests are men.
That is true. We have a lot of times it's two women, a man and a woman, but very rarely do we have two gentlemen gracing our stage.
Right? Gracing our stage.
You have well, let's do Michael first since he's our spontaneous person.
Yes.
And let Jeffrey plan.
We're gonna let Jeffrey. Right? Jeffrey, you have like 20 minutes. Get your list out.
All right, so hold on. I have to. Boy, this is a long bio. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read some of it.
Okay, read it.
Okay, Michael's a path changer. He coined the concept path changer in 2005 when he looked back and realized that a perfect stranger was responsible for changing his whole direction in life. His mission, vision, and definite major purpose is to wake up every single day and change the paths of other people. He believes that meeting new people is the spice of life, and because of that, he loves networking. He's author of the book, The Belief Quadrant. He's a professional speaker, teacher, trainer, and mentor to the personal development and personal growth profession. Although Michael's achieved success in so many ventures, he found his home in network marketing because he has found great success there and it allows him to share his gifts with others. One of Michael's greatest gifts is his ability to help others realize and believe their potential and success. He is genuine and it shows in everything that he does. People have always been drawn to his energy and personality. Currently, he's the founder of a team called Team U and a founding marketing member of a company called Euphoria Science, a DNA lifestyle company that is ground floor and poised to become the Netflix of nutrition, skincare, and DNA. I take Euphoria. Yeah. Do you know right? Michael and Kelly and Tina?
Of course I know Kelly and Tina. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's see. His passion is for his 4-year-old son, who is the love and driving force of his life. And being separated from his son for over 4.5 years creates a burning desire and a sense of urgency like none other to create a lifestyle to be close to his son at all times in the future. Michael, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you,
is this the DNA test that you took that says that you cannot get corona?
It's not that I cannot
No,
get
can't
corona.
say that.
I did not say
I did.
but
I
there
did
is
not
a
say that.
test that says, well, I don't know, Michael, are you familiar with the right language and verbiage before I slaughter it?
Yeah, the right language is you can't say anything about what the product can do as far as a claim. So we want to keep Euphoria Science and Corona out of the same sentence, because if,
Right?
once Corona happened, anybody that was part of any nutritional company in any kind of space, a lot of companies were trying to play off of the fact that it's going to help you or protect you or heal you from a virus, which would be a lie. We're not allowed to say that. But are there features of the product that can help with your immune system and strengthen your overall body? Absolutely. But we got to be careful about that, Angel. We'll talk to Kelly and Tina when I talk to them later about what you can say on air.
I don't need to say, I don't need to share it. I don't need to say it. I just remember looking up, there were certain antibodies or certain things of whether or not you had a strong immune system. And, did you have these certain characteristics of a strong immune system? And I did. So that was very good news. But
Good. Yeah, you're talking about the IL-6, which is one of the genes that we test. And if yours was green, which it sounds like it was green, it means you did not inherit that from either of your parents. So if you have a strong immune system gene, then you're less susceptible to have challenges when it comes to your immune system. So good for you, Angel.
well, what's nice about the product is, of course, you go to the store, you buy all these supplements, right? You're like guessing at quantities and guessing what you should be taking, and and we've all done it, right? This one, it's matched up to my DNA to see what I need the most and what I need the least. And so it's a customized vitamin package that has my name on it, and it's custom blended just for me based on my DNA. Yes?
I love
Yes,
it.
perfectly said. Very good.
Right. And so it's, I think right now, health and wellness, boosting our immune system, anything that we can do is top of mind for so many people. Because I think it's one of those things, we take our health for granted. We put whatever we eat, and because with those side effects aren't instant, like what's the big deal, right? To have this lifestyle, but everything that we take in has a long-term effect. Like it has some effect somewhere on our body, in our skin, our hair, our nails, our immunity, all of that. So meeting Tina and Kelly, I used to travel with them. They used to be a part of the speaking tour that we were on in a previous company they were representing. So it was pretty awesome. They are darling people. Like I just love them. We should have Tina and Kelly on the show.
You should do an intro.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I got a little distracted. It's my birthday month. I'll just
When's your birthday, Angel?
It's in 11 days.
You're on an 11-day countdown.
Mine's in 14 days.
Wow.
Happy birthday. Are you
birthday.
going to be 50?
July 21st. No, I'm not going to be 50. I'll be 46.
I'm going to be 50. So it's,
Uh-oh.
I have to say it out loud to remind myself. I have to, yeah. Okay. So what have you been doing? What big project are you working on, Michael?
That would be the number one project I have right now, working at morning, night, and night. Euphoria Science came to me about 18 months ago, and I looked at it and said, this is going to be probably the biggest shift in the wellness industry. So I decided to put my time, talent, and energy towards the company 18 months ago. And I met Tina and Kelly in Dallas last week. We had a meeting with the new CEO that the company brought on. There's about 7 of the top people in the company that met with the CEO. So I just spent some good time with Kelly and Tina. They're a great couple.
Oh, I'm glad you like them, because I just like slobbered all over them. So that's good.
Oh, they're amazing. They're an interesting dynamic as a couple, aren't they?
They really are. But it works for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are so much fun. So besides the company and the shifts that the company is making, how about you? How have you responded to the changes in how the world is functioning right now?
For someone who works from home already, it wasn't that much of a shift, other than the fact that, it's the energy of people has been the bigger shift than the actual lifestyle for me. I'm still at home all day long. I like to meet with people in person. I think meeting new people is the spice of life. So for me, relationships are everything, and building relationships. And I think a real relationship isn't one that is built over a computer screen. It's built in person. So I teach the network that I'm building that you can meet people online like this, but you know, if me and Tina are really going to become close, I'll be going to Myrtle Beach this week with her, and we'll be hanging out on the beach and throwing sand at each other if they let people, yeah. But yeah, so I think that's been the biggest shift, is the fact that I love getting out there and meeting people, and the world has kind of come to a little bit of a halt there. But I'm still out there meeting people in coffee shops, and I put on my ask.
You are?
Yeah,
They
I
won't
put
even
on.
let us sit in the coffee shops. Like we can't even sit
Yeah, here either.
at the
Where
coffee
are you?
shops.
Where are
I'm
you?
in
Looking?
Denver.
Oh no, I the past couple days I met at a place called Madhouse Coffee. By the way, if you love coffee, when you come to Vegas, go to Madhouse Coffee. It's incredible.
Well,
But yeah,
Angel and I are little coffee addicts.
I
So
could
the
see
next
this.
time,
Yeah,
like, me, babe.
Yeah, we drink coffee all day and then switch
all
over
day.
to the juice box at night.
We do
But
until about 4 or 5 o'clock.
but yeah, I tried to have coffee with a friend. And so we just grabbed coffee and went for a walk, which was nice, right? We got a little exercise, and which was fun. But I've been an absolute mole, and I've said that to people. Like I rarely get out. I have shifted over to working from home and staying connected. But I've really, I think I've created a fondness for it. Like, oh, we can meet. I don't have to travel. I don't have to get in my car. I don't have to commute, and I can just go
see
from
right here in
meeting
my chair.
to meeting. And yeah, I've totally acclimated to this chair. It has a permanent mold of Angel because she never gets
It has
out
an
of it.
angel butt print.
It does. It absolutely does. And so you're going out, you're traveling, you're out seeing people, and that's still working. Like you're still able to meet with folks.
Yeah, in Vegas, it's not. I mean, it's obviously not like it was, but in Vegas, you're not locked into your cave. You can get out there. You can go to the store. I mean, certain stores, obviously, they recommend that you wear a mask. So I put it on. No big deal.
Do you have a cute mask, or do you have just like a black mask?
We actually just ordered new masks for our team that say Team U on them. So they're actually, we're going to make it very stylish and hip and cool to wear these masks, as opposed to walking in like you just got out of surgery.
Right.
Did you guys see there was a post that had a spelling error in it, and it said, you can wear like homemade masks, scarves, and bananas. Did you guys?
Oh, instead of bandanas?
Instead of bandanas, it said bananas. And so then all these people were posting pictures of them with a banana on their face. It was so funny. It was so funny. And
my thing is that when you go out and you see people, they either have the mask like this, or they have it like this, or they have it down here. And I'm like, what is the point? Why are you they have it like squished up like right there? Like, I'm like, whatever. You guys,
we need a lesson in how to wear a mask. Yeah, it was just so funny. This little post about everybody wearing their banana mask. But when I Googled banana mask, it's like facial banana mask. So anyways, I love that you guys are getting branded masks. My kids work at Disney, and yeah, so we can't wait to see all the cute little masks that are gonna come out from Disney.
I'm sure they have some really cute. They're gonna have some like Minnie lips and Mickey lips on their mask.
Although they gave the I'm probably not supposed to say, but they gave them the shields, the face shields.
Oh, really?
So they're like,
I think that's a little bit more.
It's a lot, but they're keeping my kids safe. So doing what they can, right? Doing what they can to follow protocol and keep everybody safe. And so, so what are some tips that we can do besides taking your supplements? What are some other things that we should be doing to boost our immune system, Michael?
The basic things, the simple things. Just eat the right diet, eat healthy, take a walk, get some sunlight, sleep. Sleep is the biggest one. Most people don't realize your immune.
That's my favorite.
Sleep is your favorite?
It is.
The sun is my favorite. The sleep is her favorite.
Yeah, sleep, getting proper sleep is probably, I'm not a scientist or a doctor. I'm more of an athlete than anything. But from what I hear from all the doctors and scientists, sleep is probably the most important thing you can do to strengthen your immune system.
We had a gal on a couple weeks ago talking about the benefit of napping during the day.
Right?
And to take a nap. But one of the benefits, or when we used to host the morning show an hour earlier, and then all of our folks on the West Coast were getting up at 5 a.m. to be a guest on the show. So for our West Coasters and for Angel, because I was also getting up early to do the show, we just extended the show, and we're starting an hour later. And the very first day that we did that, I went to bed early. And I also slept in. I told Tina I felt like a whole new woman, right? I was just
like,
like,
good morning. And I was like, oh,
I got some sleep.
like, I got 10 hours of sleep.
I was like, I just crashed, and I absolutely loved it. So sleep is, sleep, water, sun, fresh air.
Water, sun, just like a plant, Sleep, water, sun, and vitamins.
Michael, how do you want people to connect with you?
Right through Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can Facebook stalk him like I did.
Yeah, that's what you did, Tina. I'm still trying to figure out how we know each other. But then I saw client retention expert. I said, oh, this sounds interesting. I got to get to know this.
It was through banner season. Angel and I both are part of banner season. And
oh, good for you. Good for you.
one of the traders on there. I said, oh, he'd be a good person.
Joe Kennemore is one of my best friends in the world. I'm a big fan.
Joe Kennemore is actually going to be our keynote speaker for the Connect Summit here on July 26th.
July 26th. And
Very
Jeff Levine is our speaker sponsor for our Connect Summit. Look at us all like connected.
Angel and I have stepped up our game and now are accepting and getting sponsors for both the morning show and the Connect.
No. Only Jeff. Only Jeff can be
only Jeff. Sorry. Only Jeff. And Jeff is our sponsor for the Connect Summit 6. Angel, can you believe we have done 5 Connect Summits already?
No, it's insane. It's
right?
insane how we've been able to pull this together. But it's been leveraging the fact that people are home. They are more willing to sit and watch and attend an event online because it's the only option right now. And to be able to get some of these great speakers who don't have to travel, they don't have to pick and choose. Many times they can speak at multiple events on the same weekend or even on the same day because they're not leaving home. I mean, even Les Brown, he's like, I'm not getting on an airplane ever again. I'm just going to speak right from here. And when he came onto the summit, he was so charming. He was so relaxed. And it was like sitting with him.
Afro.
Yeah, no, he had his Corona haircut because he hadn't had one, his afro. But it was like just sit with him in his living room and having this great conversation. And so we've been able to take the summit and really connect people. We keep it really simple so that we can continue to do them over and over again. And Jeffrey came on and he's like, I just love what you guys are doing. I would love to be a sponsor and be a part of it. And that just tells you, right, of the impact that we're continuing to have, the quality of guests that we're having come on as our speakers, as our keynote speaker, the audience that shows up. We did it, the first one we put together in 10 days. 1,200 people, got to see it, 28 speakers, 2-day event.
And we were like,
oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. So we've shortened them since then.
We went Facebook Live. We did it all on, there were so many people that would normally not have been able to join us at a live event.
Yeah, exactly. Because they don't have to walk the dog. They don't have to get a babysitter. They don't have to get on an airplane. They don't have to get a hotel, right? There's just so much there. So we've like I said, I've molded to myself to this chair. I've embraced my new life.
Okay.
People are worried about me, that I'm not getting out, but I'm okay, right? I think I'm doing all right. I'm gonna let.
However, you are leaving next week on a plane.
No.
I am scheduled to go to Florida to celebrate because my daughters turned 27 and I'll be 50, and my mom's birthday is that week also. So they're all in Florida. So we're scheduled to go there. But
do you like the word scheduled? Because that way you don't have to say that we're going.
I think so. It's baby steps for me.
You're scheduled to go there.
Well, I think the only reason I say that, Tina, is because I was scheduled to go to Vegas a month ago.
Well, you
all
were
ready
scheduled
to
to
go.
go to Vegas up until that day, and you
I
said,
know. Yeah. And I woke up that morning and was like, I don't think I'm going to go. And I've never done that. I've never been that person. Like if it's on the calendar and it's planned, like I was
"So you were
packed.
already packing and getting ready. You were,
Yeah.
you
And
busted
I
out
woke
of
up that
Vegas?"
morning and Jay's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't think we should be going. I don't feel good about this at all. And I was freaking, I was like having this little, I was like having a Phoebe moment. I was freaking out. And he's like, well, then let's not go. I'm like,
Okay.
is that an option? Right at first, I'm like, can I do that? They're counting on me. People are expecting me. He's like, no, they'll be fine. It's Bill. He's spontaneous. He'll figure it out. I'm
And
like,
sure enough, he
okay.
did.
Say that again.
I said, sure enough, he did. He figured
He
it
was
out.
totally cool. He was
Yeah.
totally cool with it. Yeah. Right. All right. Let's get to know our darling Jeffrey, which I do have your bio too. I had it pulled up and then I forgot what I was doing. Do you ever do that? I'm like, what am I doing here on my calendar? And then I closed it.
It's getting closer to 50. I think you're starting to lose.
Is that right? I didn't show up with a pair of glasses on my head and on my face
Right? That was
yesterday.
yesterday. I was like, had sunglasses on my face, sunglasses. I was like, why do I have two pairs of sunglasses?
She's got all her glasses. All right. Well, Jeffrey is a retirement planner, right? Because he
Yes.
plans ahead. It's even in his specialty title. He teaches you how to build wealth and how to keep it for the rest of your life. He's a former tax attorney, a certified financial planner. He sold his business and retired. And because of COVID, he came out of retirement. He's back in business, helping people get back on track to create financial freedom. And I think the finances, like it's our money and our health are the two biggest concerns that people are having right now. So the fact that you two are here are the two hot points where people are they're just most concerned about. Because of his tax background, he uses tax efficiency methods to help you build a richer retirement, Jeffrey. And he is the speaker sponsor for Connect Summit 6, our very first Connect Summit sponsor. I'm so super excited to have you here, Jeffrey.
My pleasure, Angel and Tina. What a great time to be able to talk about finances because it's on everybody's mind. And we've never really gone through anything like this before.
No, how is that? I mean, what's the biggest impact that you are seeing in people's financial picture because of all of this shift?
Well, they're stuck. They, people like to know what the future is going to be like. Now they don't. We reopened places. Now we're closing places. And it's mixed reports. What's going to happen? So people are stuck. My job is to share an opinion to get a little unstuck because move them toward, okay, whatever's going on the outside doesn't have to affect you on the inside. You can change inside and keep making the changes you need to keep moving forward. See, I think people get stuck. I like to get them moving in a little bit of a direction. A planner, I am. And with planning and goals, things happen. And it's commitment right now.
So what are some things that we should be, I don't know, that you recommend we take a look at or maybe make some adjustments in?
Well, I think the first thing I recommend for almost everybody is a financial plan. And what a financial plan is a review of what you have and takes your goals, takes your inventory of your assets, your cash flow, and you plan for your goals. Is it retirement at a certain time? Is it college education? Are you protected in case of an emergency? I had a case way back, a 40-year-old came to me, one of my first clients, had 6 children at home and a wife that didn't work, 0 insurance. And I said, yeah, no, that wasn't the only case. And I said, go out and buy as much term insurance as you can. I wasn't involved in that. 2 months later, I get a call. He passed away with a massive heart attack. And I never knew whether he had the insurance or not. But his wife came in with $300,000 in her hand and hugged me and couldn't stop thanking me because it changed her life.
Absolutely, absolutely, because it would have been
Oh,
quite
does
the
that-
opposite, right? Had she not been taken care of financially. And I think it's one of those, if you really love somebody, right? Like you'll make sure that you have insurance. Or I don't know. I don't know if that's the right phrase for that, but
If you
Just
really,
I call it protection, just in case.
the just in case insurance.
the just in case. I mean, that's what insurance is, right? It is. It's all just in case. We all hope we'll never use it. I remember years and years ago, Jay and I going through our financial picture and realizing like what percentage of our money, our budget was for insurance. And it does seem when you're strapped and you're like counting every penny, right? And you're trying to raise babies and trying to figure it out. It does seem like, is this worth it? Because it is just in case, like, just a protection. But when you look at the other side, when you have babies and something happens, right? What's the alternative? So, okay. So proper protection, getting a financial plan.
Let me just mention that insurance, the way I look at insurance is a little different. It's more of a cash in part of the insurance, so that at someday in the future, when you need the money, it's available for you. And the nice thing about insurance is that you can take the money, if you do it right and follow the laws, tax laws, you can take it out tax-free. So, and again, rates of return, what do people getting? Is there money in the bank? And I don't know if anybody knows what the banks are paying right now, but it will take you a long time to accumulate money at these rates.
Jeffrey, I think what's, here's this, you were in retirement, like you were set, you sold your business, you were good to go, but you just have this passion for helping people so much that you came out of retirement to make this big impact. Like what's your vision? What's your dream? What difference do you want to make?
I want to reach thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions of people, and share financial literacy. That is the challenge. If you go back and you think about school, college, anywhere, where did you learn about finances? Nowhere, for the most part.
Right.
So I'm a teacher of finance. I make sure people understand there's different rules, but the biggest rule, Angel, is called compound interest. When you put money away and you don't pay any taxes on that money, it accumulates and accumulates and accumulates. But the challenge is people have a challenging time putting money away. And what I do for them is I use something called a vacuum. What does a vacuum do? It sucks things. Well, I suck the money from them before they get it. I have this vacuum I used to have this vacuum in my office, and they always just used to say, what in the world do you need that for? It's not for me, it's for you. And I would say that 95% of the clients would come to me at retirement and say, I can't believe I have this much money.
Because it would come out before it hit their bank account, right?
Well,
and I think that is when you can put it on this auto withdrawal and it just automatically is taking it and putting it where you don't even miss it. Yeah, you realize, but if you wait until the end of the month to see what's left over, there's gonna be
There's
nothing.
nothing,
right?
nothing.
Yeah.
Right. So we do it in reverse. And it's the greatest thing. I would start with maybe $100 a month for a client, and then the next month 200, and then maybe a year later we go to 3 or 4. Some people were saving over $1,000 a month who came to me and said, I can't save anything.
Hmm.
So one of the biggest things is expenses for people. Where are they spending the money? And what can they do differently so they can save instead of spend? You know, everybody's worried about paying that other person, but the most important person is you.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. How can people get in touch with you, Jeffrey?
A couple ways. One of the things I have is tips for managing risk in retirement. And you text solutions, all in caps, SOLUTIONS at 267-86. And another way is I'm on a wall of fame with Easy Way Network, and we have a way of getting a hold of people that way. And the best way for that side is JSL 55678.
Okay, say that again.
JSL, J, S is in Sam, L is in Levine, 55678.
Okay,
And
so do we text JSL to 55678?
You can do that. And if
Okay.
you want a free management report, you know, tips in managing risk in retirement, you text solutions, SOLUTIONS, capitals, to 26782. Excuse me.
786.
Yes.
Lots of options. Lots
Well,
of options.
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
involved.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm involved with the Wall of Fame with Easy Way Network, and we have like Sharon Lecter, who you know is on it. I just met another one, Christina Logan, who is in Terminator 3. So there's a lot of good people on there, and that's the way I network with
You are a master networker, Jeffrey. You know so many people. You build some incredible relationships, and you are so humble. Right today, we are talking about creating wealth. You know, figuring out your financial plan and planning ahead. He is one of the sponsors, or he is the sponsor for the Connect Summit coming up. But something else that I think is a pretty unique.
I was
accolade.
wondering, like, I'm like, isn't he gonna bring this up?
He's the producer of the movie Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Not only was he one of the producers, he was one of the cast in the movie Beyond the Secret, The Awakening. Jeffrey, is it all right? Can I say that?
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited still because The Secret, which came out in 2006, 2007, nothing came out after that. And one morning, I'm sitting in my bed, and on the vision of my mind, I see this Beyond the Secret. So I call my partner, Don Boyer, and he said, oh my God, that's the name. That is
Beyond
it.
the Secret. And it just won an award. It won a filmmaker award. And so it's just recognized, and they're you know, don't tell publicists anything you don't want other people to know, but I know they're going to do a red carpet event. They're talking about
This is why her husband can't keep a secret either.
we're not very good at if you don't want anybody to know, don't tell me.
Right?
Well, Angel, and I have to thank you for helping me with all that. You're the master PR media specialist, and you know, when I wanted to get this out there, I called you because you're the specialist.
Well,
I
I
remember
was super
when I first
excited.
met Jeff, he came up to me and he said, "You're the gratitude specialist," because I guess Joe had just introduced me as the gratitude specialist, and he was like, "I love that title. We need to talk."
Well, you know, it's all about gratitude. I mean, what's a high vibration like that? I mean, every time something challenging comes up to me, I go right into gratitude and that challenge goes away. And I think, Tina, what you do, if more and more people did gratitude, they would get more of that. I always say, whatever you put out, you get back.
Yep.
And it's phenomenal. I just love the word, and I love you for doing what you do because we need to hear more about it.
Yeah, most definitely. I actually wrote a book. I don't know if you remember, I said that I was writing a journal. Angel got me into writing my book, and I launched my book on March 17th. It's
Okay.
the gratitude journal, and it was actually the #1 best-selling book on Amazon in new release.
Yeah, it was actually so award-winning. Michael's award-winning. We've got an award-winning group here today. So make sure, right, that if these are things that people are struggling with figuring out their health, staying on top of their immune system, they make sure they connect with Michael. If questions about a financial plan, what you should be doing right now, just to have a look at it. Like, am I on track? Should I be making some adjustments? Knowledge is king, right? For all of it. It's when we bury our head in the sand and hope that it doesn't impact us. It's just not going to help. So connect with the experts in the space.
Go to Madhouse
Coffee
and have coffee with Michael.
Okay,
well,
Michael.
I'm hoping that I'll see you on the beach next week.
Right?
Yeah, I'll see you in Myrtle Beach.
I can't believe you're both going to be in Myrtle Beach for different reasons, right?
Oh, no, I'm not going to Myrtle Beach.
I think he was just joking.
Oh, I believed you.
Hey, you never know. I'll call Jeffrey. We'll see if we can plan it out, and then we'll just hop on a flight.
There you go.
Just pack a toothbrush and a swimsuit.
It's ideal. It takes no time to get there.
No time.
No time. That plane will be nice and quiet there, and you'll just be ready to go. Whatever you need, you buy there.
Yeah, I've never been I'll just buy it when I get there kind of girl. Now, I don't mind buying when I get there, but
we're on the way there.
You need to know you look good when you buy it. We get it.
I'll tell you that it has been almost like getting a raise, not spending money on traveling and shopping and eating out in Ubers, right, for the last 4 months. And
you're you like to go into the little shops in the airport and the little boutiques. You're like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute.
Well, and it's got a fun story behind it, right? I got this in Vegas. I got this in North Carolina. I got this here, right? And so it's got a nice little story behind it, which is fun. Right now, my story is it showed up on my porch, which I like that story too, right? I like that story too.
Morning for the next 12 days.
I know my goodies that keep coming. Tina, thank you so much for celebrating my 50th birthday. I've got 12 days, like the 12 days of Christmas. It's the 12 days of birthday. Right. And she's got my husband in cahoots with it. And so it's been super fun. It's been super fun to see that he can actually keep a secret.
I'm like, are you up? Because the coffee's coming.
He's like, I am now.
Although I gotta be a little bit creative tomorrow because he said he was gonna be on a bike ride, and I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do?
That's true. He goes on he started going back out. He's got this training group that he goes out with on Wednesday mornings. Just a little 60-mile ride.
You play something near your desk right before he leaves, so then that way I can say, if you look underneath your desk.
You guys are crazy. You guys are just crazy. All right. I love it. Well, gentlemen, loved having you come and play with us today on the morning show and hearing about what's going on and letting, we do this. It's totally unscripted. It's kind of that behind the scenes, fun engagement, bright start to everybody's day. And you've been very good sports about it. So I want to say thank you for playing with us.
Thank you.
You're
yes,
welcome.
we do have the Connect Summit 6 is coming up at the end of July. Incredible speakers, incredible sponsor with Jeffrey Levine. Super honored that he is coming on board. Make sure that you reach out, connect with him, text the word solutions to 26786 or the letters JSL to 55678 in order to connect with him. Follow Michael on social media. And, you know, it's just fascinating to find out what your DNA represents when it comes to nutrition. And so for no other reason, right? Just to have the test and the results back is pretty
so
fascinating.
Interesting though, too, you know, just to know all of those things about yourself.
Right. And then we're all connected through banner season as well. So if you want to follow up, build relationships, one of my favorite taglines for banner season is that your mailbox has a 100% open rate, and it will increase your email inbox open rate when you start sending gifts to folks. They know who you are. They know that you care. Right? They know that like you're top of mind, and you just surprise them with little treats in the mail. And that's been so much fun. So connect with us over that. If you want more media exposure, you've got a book, a business, or a brand, and you're looking for more exposure, connect with us at makeyourbigimpact.com. That's makeyourbigimpact.com. We've got, in fact, starting today, if you've been invited to be a guest on somebody's podcast, we are giving podcast tips in our Facebook group, and you can get plugged into that also at makeyourbigimpact.com.
I love it. I love it. I'm Tina Torres, the client retention expert and gratitude specialist, where I teach you how to create loyal lifetime clients, turn those clients into raving fans and referral partners, and increase your cash flow all at the same time. And you can text the word connection to 26786 to receive your free 7 ways to increase your cash flow right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are